Welcome to EasyCam. If you're here, chances are you've got parts to make, and you want a CAM solution that makes your life easier, not more complicated. So today, let's walk through the key differences between our milling and turning product lines without drowning in feature charts or technical jargon. Let's start with EasyMill Express. If you're working in a job shop, school lab, or prototyping environment and mostly dealing with flat parts, this is your go-to. Think mounting brackets, faceplates, motor adapters, or jigs and fixtures. These are the kinds of parts that have slots, bolt patterns, engraved panels, and pockets. Plenty of 2.5D geometry that needs to be programmed quickly and accurately. EasyMill Express gives you the tools you need to make those parts happen. You've got all your basic strategies: profiling, engraving, thread milling, pocketing, canned cycle drilling, everything you need to keep chips flying. Real-world part simulation, complete with tool holders and fixtures, helps you catch collisions before they happen. And our Part Compare feature color-codes the simulation results so you know where too much or too little material has been removed, allowing you to easily make adjustments until it's perfect. During toolpath setup, you'll love SmartClick, EasyCam's amazing feature recognition technology that makes defining machining regions super easy and efficient. SmartClick automatically selects areas of the part that make sense together when defining machining boundaries. You can also work with multiple fixtures at once using the Multiple Fixture Wizard, all from one simple window. Want to apply offsets or copy a pattern across the table? Easy. Set it up and your machine will take care of the repetition while you get back to more important things. Features like ultra-high-speed machining for high-speed roughing and tapered wall support comes standard. And our Workstep Manager gives you spreadsheet-like control over your operation list. Instead of opening each operation one at a time, you can edit tooling, offsets, and parameters globally, saving hours on large jobs. It's designed for power and simplicity. Now let's say your parts start getting more complex. Maybe you've got sculpted surfaces, fillets, rounded transitions, or multi-sided parts. That's where EasyMill comes in. EasyMill builds on everything in Express and adds entry-level 3D surface machining. Using an intuitive wizard and simple point-and-click tools, you can apply strategies like spiral, morph, and parallel passes to your surface models. It's great for things like pump housings, airflow components, or soft jaws that need more than just flat faces. If your part has multiple setups, EasyMill keeps things tight and organized. Each side can generate a separate G-code file while staying unified in simulation. That way, you can preview and verify the complete model in one go, ensuring everything aligns, no missed tool paths or expensive surprises. And if you've got a 4th-axis rotary table, EasyMill steps it up even more. You can index your part by specifying an angle, or let EasyCam automatically calculate the rotation angles from your solid model, whether a single part or multiple parts on a tombstone. EasyMill also supports 4th-axis wrapping of profiles for things like engraving around the shaft, or cutting spiral grooves by unwrapping the surface and applying standard toolpaths. It's a simple way to add powerful rotary machining without diving into full 5-axis programming. EasyMill makes complex jobs easier. It supports custom form tools with live simulation, so you'll see exactly how the tool behaves. And when it's time for detail work, angle restriction helps the tool clean up only the shallower or steeper areas. Finally, you can bring in whole assemblies and manage individual components with the Layer Manager. For example, allowing you to create programs that machine multiple components simultaneously. Now let's talk about the heavy hitters, the ultra-precise high-polish parts. That's the world of EasyMill Pro. EasyMill Pro is built for mold shops, aerospace components, orthopedic implants, anything that requires flawless finish, tight tolerances, and advanced machining strategies. When dimensional accuracy and surface perfection matter, this is where you want to be. Starting with roughing, EasyCam uses a stair-step approach and allows for smaller step-downs near walls, giving you better finish control and reducing tool stress. It even prioritizes starting from the outside when possible to avoid tool deflection and breakage. Small details that make a big difference in real-world machining. Finally, you can use plunge milling for fast axial material removal. Once the bulk is out, Pro makes it easy to come back and refine. Start aggressively with large tools and come back in with smaller diameter tools for cleanup using re-roughing and refinishing strategies, all without needing to redraw boundaries or manually select faces. And when it's time for finishing passes, you get access to cutting-edge paths like 3D Equidistant for ultra-smooth contours and pencil milling for tight corners and internal radii. EasyCam is always helping to make you and your cycle times more efficient, and recommending optimal cutter sizes based on your model geometry is just another example of taking the guesswork out of toolpath optimization. Complex setups are handled with ease thanks to 5-axis indexing, also known as 3+2. You can machine from multiple orientations without having to re-indicate the part or use sign bars. Just set a new datum, simulate it, and go, all while keeping everything aligned in one program. And if you need to adjust a model, but don't want to go back to your CAD software, EasyCam lets you patch complex holes, extend boundaries, or add temporary surfaces directly inside the CAM environment. No extra modeling required. At the end of the day, it comes down to what kind of work you do and what kind of headaches you want to avoid. EasyMill Express gives you the speed and confidence to knock out flat and prismatic parts. EasyMill adds true 3D machining, powerful simulation, multi-side setups, and rotary work. EasyMill Pro delivers unmatched precision for multi-access, high polish, multi-setup work when your parts need to be perfect. And no matter which version you choose, EasyCam is built to work the way you do. Fast, flexible, and focused on getting real parts off the machine and out the door. Now, we're diving into the world of turning for those of you with lathes. Let's break it down together. Let's start simple with EasyTurn Express. If you're working with a 2-axis lathe, maybe a turret or gang tool setup, and mostly turning straightforward cylindrical parts, Turn Express has everything you need. It's made for efficient production of bushings, spacers, collars, and all those everyday turned parts that are the backbone of machine shops. These are the kind of parts you knock out from bar stock. Maybe a stepped shaft with a groove, or a face-machined ring with an outer diameter profile and threads. Nothing fancy, just solid, repeatable machining. EasyTurn Express makes that process incredibly smooth. You can rough, profile, bore, and face with single or multi-pass toolpaths. Apply canned cycles to simplify the G-code, and use custom cycles for bar pulling, cutoffs, and auxiliary movements. Threading, grooving, drilling, it's all there, whether you prefer longhand programming or canned routines. And with built-in feature recognition, you don't have to manually define every little element. EasyCam helps you identify part geometry automatically, speeding things up and reducing the chance for errors. And with a couple of clicks, you can override the automation and constrain the toolpath to a smaller area for focused work. Now, what happens when turning isn't the whole story? That's where EasyTurn comes in. EasyTurn is made for jobs where the lathe does more than just spin and cut. Maybe you've got live tooling, a sub-spindle, or a rotary axis, and you're making parts that combine turning and milling in the same setup. Think of shaft collars with radial holes, or housings with intricate face-milled patterns. Or maybe you're machining valve bodies, where the outer profile is turned, but the internal cavity needs spiral milling to create smooth flowing contours. With EasyTurn, those multi-operation parts that go from chuck to completed without ever leaving the machine, are handled confidently. The software adds powerful milling strategies to your turning workflow, so you can machine pockets, bolt patterns, milled flats, even wrap engraving or slotting around a cylindrical face using rotary axis support. And just like EasyMill, high-speed machining is baked into the toolpaths. Want to engrave logos or part numbers on the face of a part? Easy. Need to machine a sculpted face with tapered tools or spiral toolpaths? It's all built in. EasyTurn gives you access to 3D profiling, spiral and offset pocketing, and advanced finishing techniques like equidistant. It supports rotary axis indexing and wrapping, which means you can approach parts from multiple orientations without losing accuracy. If your machine has live tooling or 5-axis positioning, EasyTurn is built to take advantage of it. So here's the big picture. If you're turning simple parts on a 2-axis lathe, EasyTurn Express is fast, focused, and gives you all the turning tools you need to stay productive and precise. But when your parts ask for more complexity, more axes, more milling, EasyTurn steps up. It's for shops pushing the limits of what a lathe can do, whether that's rotary index work, sculpted features, or full-on mill turn operations. No matter where your turning work lands, EasyCam gives you the control, power, and ease of use to get from setup to cycle start with confidence. No matter what kind of work you do, milling or turning, 2-axis or multi-face, simple brackets or complex contoured molds, EasyCam has a solution built around how you actually machine parts. Whether you're making short-run spacers on a lathe, sculpted housings on a mill, or combining both with live tooling, EasyCam software is designed to meet you where you are and grow with your shop. EasyMill and EasyTurn give you the control, speed, and confidence to get the job done right, every time, from setup to cycle start. And if you still have any questions about which version is best for your business, feel free to reach out to our friendly and experienced team who will guide you the rest of the way.